What's going on? It's Sketchy Lab Monday.
Hello.
We have sound because generally we get all whenever we do a really exciting, pumped up
I know.
intro,
There's
the
always a
sound's
problem.
never working. So we're gonna think positive that the sound is working, and you're here. It's Monday. It's Sketchy. Last Sketchy of the first month of the year.
Sure.
No, I'm serious. Is this the last Sketchy of the first month of this year?
I want to say
of 2026.
Yeah, because
check your calendars. Let's check it.
It is. Yup.
So
I don't know what significance that holds.
Has a ton. This is the last one of this month. We've done so much
just
in the
month.
first month of January.
We did quite a bit.
So
just
much
this
stuff.
last
I
weekend.
feel like we've done. Well, I feel like I've done a lot.
I've done a lot as well. I've done a lot as well.
You always do a lot. You're the one doing everything. Always
right.
Doing.
Anyway, guys, welcome to the broadcast.
Welcome. Boy, we have got some stuff to talk about.
Who are
a lot of.
Who
lot
are
of stuff.
you?
I don't know. Who am I?
Who are you?
And what am I made of? Isn't that the burning question?
What was I made
I'm that guy, John
for?
Jalabi, hot rod artist, fabricator, pseudo fabricator. Let's go pseudo. Presenter.
Sure. Yeah, let's add that. / teacher.
Public speaker. Kind of.
A little bit.
Yeah. And all kinds of different stuff. And with me as always, the best at everything she does and works and does everything. And I just sit back and do nothing. It's ADB.
Pretty much. Hey guys. Oh my God. We had the best weekend. Can I just say,
we did have the best weekend. Listen, I don't know. I mean, it was amazing. Best weekend? Well, it's pretty darn good.
It was pretty good. One of the best weekends we've had.
It was a great weekend for the new year. Let's do it. Best weekend of the new year.
So far.
Yes.
Yeah,
because we got so much stuff coming up. I don't know.
I know.
That I know really could top it. Even though it was really amazing. That's what I'm saying.
I think it's in a category of its own. It's in a category of its own.
It is. It's become. I love it. It's now 2 years we've done what we kind of a similar thing.
Yeah.
So it's kind of turning into like a traditional thing for us to
go
do.
I hope so.
Me too.
So
they're like, listen, these kids don't want to hear anything from you.
Tell me what you did. So our good buddy Super Chump, Sam Metro, had us over.
Oh, you're just gonna jump right in?
Yes, because I want to go into who's on the broadcast, but I want to give a thing first.
Okay.
So
I'll let you do that.
Friday morning was the Great American Teach-In celebrated at Sam's school that he teaches at, Ocoee Middle. And we've been talking about this for weeks. Johnny finally, I think on Tuesday of last week, fine-tuned your...
Up until the day, let's be honest.
Was it?
Up until the day, I was still tuning and trying to figure out...
He had a PowerPoint presentation from last year.
About. And it actually... all that work put into to overview it all as soon as we got there, and I listened to the principal and the librarian talk about what they had hoped for the kids to get from it. It changed how I went after it as well. So
you still stuck true to the guideline that you had.
Yeah,
but it was a really good PowerPoint presentation to 6th, 7th, and 8th graders intermingled in these 5 classes that you taught. Or presented to, I should say.
6th, 7th, and 8th grade.
Art classes. And then really there were only 4 art classes. And then there was one blended class of something completely different. No art background. But they were like, if you want to present, go ahead and present. And you did. You accepted the challenge. Yeah. It was just such a fun day. I didn't get outside as much. And I don't think you did either.
No, last year we were out by the cars way more, I felt. Even though, and I felt like I put just as much time in the presentation I had done.
Right. I think because you taught that extra class, that would have been a 45-minute time block where you would have been outside. So while Johnny was inside talking to the kids about his development in art and how he got started in hot rod art and where that took him to this point, outside, Sam Metro and his vehicle, our Rose was there, and
multiple car clubs
showed up.
Which was do you remember what the names of them are?
I know.
And there's an announcement of that as well.
I know, and I'm bad.
Early Iron something. We're horrible.
He's going to tell us.
Oh, is he on?
He will. Yes, he is.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll announce that later.
So
but
I'm pretty sure the thing that we're also going to talk about is probably going to get pulled because we can't remember the name.
I know.
We're brand new.
We're brand new.
Sir.
We are brand new. And we didn't have a lot of time to prep for this tonight, but we were just going on what we experienced over the weekend. But so Great American Teach-In on Friday at Sam Metro's Ocoee Middle School where he teaches history. Where he teaches history. And Johnny presented to the art class. So let me tell you who's on, and then we will get into the details of what happened.
God, so flooding in comments, and thank you so much.
Yes.
Welcome, everybody. Sketchy Live with John Jalopy and Hot Rod. John Jalopy and Eddie P. I was going to call you Hot Rod something.
So we've got Sam Metro on. Super Chop says hiya and hello to my two favorite peeps. Paul Marziani joining us. Welcome, sir.
What's going on?
He says cold in Bradenton. Same here.
Chilean sea
Same here.
bass.
We've got the Evans tuning in.
Dan and Mary from
the Dunedin area. We've got Gus Slinger 8100. Sorry, I'm late.
That's okay. We're glad you're here.
We're here. Gordon is joining us. Gordon and Vicky in Washington. Same weather as you guys. Why?
Hey, when you put the cursor over, I can't read it.
Oh, sorry. We've got Paul Marziani said, look like a good time. The kids seem to enjoy it. Yeah. They did.
Well, hopefully that's what happened.
And we'll get into it because I had some observations. Howard Pierpont, 23 degrees and clear in Minneapolis, Texas.
Where in the world is Howard Pierpont?
A little chilly over there. Classic Irons Car Club. Classic Irons Car Club. Write that down. Yes.
I'm writing it down.
We've got Cameron McNulty joining us from Wyoming. Guslinger said some of our hot rods were broken. Rot-row.
Oh.
Sam said, along with the Kings Ridge Car Club, along with a couple of lone wolves joining us. There were quite a few. Oh, Guslinger Glenn, what up? Was that Glenn?
Okay.
Glenn from the garage?
Yeah.
Glenn from the garage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was that Glenn?
No, it's the other.
No, it's Buddy Glenn.
Yeah.
Different Glenn, different garage. We met so many people. I'm just trying to remember names. I'm so bad at that.
We'll get better at that.
Ron Messimer. Hi, Ron from frigid northern Pennsylvania. I know you guys are so chilly up there. I'm so sorry. Robert Shane, good evening, guys. 20 with snow on the ground here in Iowa Park, Texas.
Well, we're gonna amp it up, so we're gonna bring the heat.
The Kinneries are also frozen. I'm so sorry. If it's any consolation, we are chilly here. Not quite to the degree
Here's
of
what I'm going
chilliness.
to tell you, all you people who are living in these snowy areas. What are you doing?
Right. Move to where it's warm. Come to sunny Florida.
There's places where it doesn't snow.
You know what we should do? We should timeshare.
Why?
Because then they can come here and we can go there for a little bit. We'll share.
I know the areas are beautiful, and I know people have family. That's where they grew up and that kind of stuff.
It's too cold.
Get out.
But then we're saying the same thing here in Florida during the summer.
No.
It's a little hot.
No. I don't recall saying it's too hot. We need to move.
I never said that.
We just go, it's too hot. Get in the pool.
Right. Frank Pupella, hooray. Sketchy Live is on the air. We've got Jim Pollen. Hello, everyone from Hobo's Hot Rod Garage in Horseheads, New York. 8 degrees.
Jeepers
10
creepers,
inches of
you
snow
guys.
on the ground.
Come on.
Yikes.
It's frigid out there.
All right.
Frigid out there.
We are caught up. So, flashback to Friday.
Texas isn't really a snowy place.
Flashback to Friday. First, we show up at this donut spot, 7:30 in the morning. We left here super early because we were towing Rose. We were on the road about 5.
I was like, what are you talking about?
So
DG Donuts.
DG Donuts. Oh my gosh.
Oh my good. If you ever get to, what's the little city? What's the little town?
We're so bad. I don't know.
What's the town? DG Donuts. Right down a block away from Ocoee Middle School.
It's got to be in Ocoee.
So Ocoee?
It's in
Ocoee?
It's in Ocoee. It is in Ocoee.
Where the Ocoee are we?
Guys, we went in to get coffee because we didn't stop to get coffee on the way. We figured
here's
if we did, we'd have to stop.
You walk in and you know what a donut shop smells like.
It smells so good.
It smells so good. Okay. So then you're looking at these like 33-inch tire size donuts.
They were huge.
Right? All the flavors you could think of. Here's what I love what DG Donuts does. Most donut shops, when they do the donut, they pop the hole out, right?
You were very impressed.
That's a
with this.
donut.
Yeah.
DG takes the donut holes, glazes them. So, and other places sell those as minis,
right?
Or holes, or what does
Right.
Duncan call them? Rip off is what they do to us with those donut holes, whatever. DG adds yours back,
stuffs it back in there.
So you get your big giant donut and then your little glaze center. They give you the whole donut. Like, they're not ripping you off. They're giving you the full.
They're
your
not
full
keeping
donut,
the whole.
whatever your flavor. I mean, your middle is glaze. So I mean, they're doing that process. But I just think I was impressed by that. And then I ate the donut. And oh my God, it was so good.
It was very good.
Holy Toledo.
The little bit that I got.
could have lived at DG.
And they had a pistachio flavored iced
Whatever
coffee,
that iced coffee was amazing.
which was fantastic.
So we started off the day.
Pretty thrilled.
I mean, because we decided not to drink, because I was like, I'm not drinking coffee because I don't have to stop. So we're now
wanting to pull off.
We're gonna haul butt, and we're gonna get
with a trailer.
Because last year we
7-Eleven.
were a little late last year, or we were like just as they were getting ready to pull to the school.
We weren't late, but we were like super on
I got
time.
to get out, shake two hands. All right, let's go. And then so this year we were the first ones there.
Yes.
By like an hour.
That's okay. Yeah. That's okay. Yeah, we had a nice time there. You got to hang out with people. I was a little chilly. Cow. I sat in the car.
There was two cars, or there was one car. Well, there was two, we thought. Then just happened to have a 55 Chevy just hanging out by a building.
Right. That was weird.
So then one car shows, the next car shows, and the next thing you know, all these different cars are showing. All of them are beautiful, cool, from muscle cars to hot rods, all kinds of different stuff. Such a variety of people show up to support Sam in this whole deal with the school. And we all roll in together to the school, and it's, the school's so accommodating to all of us and treat us so good.
Was fantastic, so welcoming, so supportive.
So glad you guys are here. The kids waiting all year for this.
They had breakfast and coffee for us.
It was so awesome.
We partook of. Again, they had lunch there, pizza, subs for lunch, chips, drinks. It was like full-fledged.
It was
accommodation.
It was like being totally accommodating.
Rolled out the red carpet for sure. And got us set up. There was a gentleman, which I think it's the same guy from last year in the media center, who helped with getting us set up with the computer and the PowerPoint and everything.
I brought everything thinking I was all ready, and I still couldn't get the stupid, huge, giant.
So we had that help.
900-foot touchscreen thing they had.
And the kids came in and settled right in. They were excited. I think they all look forward to this day because you know what? It's a presentation. It's not their normal school day, and schoolwork. So it's kind of a fun thing to begin with. And in the midst of this whole going to be a presentation in this car show thing, there was also a lowbrow art contest that these kids were participating in. That the car guys were going to judge, the students were going to judge. EDB had her own trophy. I had my own trophy of getting to judge these specific art students and the artwork. And these kids, compared to last year, which they had some really cool artists last year. They were so good too.
Holy cow. This year, like every single kid upped their game, and it was like super difficult to really pick winners for the trophies for the art stuff, because every single, I mean, the year before there was like one or two or three pieces that really stood out, like lowbrowish car stuff, but the rest of the art was still good. But you could see the level of, like, I don't know, like maybe it was just beginning art for a lot of them. And then this year, like every single piece was like, this could be the winner. This could be the winner. This could be the winner. So there wasn't a weak piece in all the there were kids probably
how many pieces, like maybe 20 or 30 pieces,
at least that. So
it was a really tough
so
choice.
Impressive and then the top three kids that won trophies, because one girl won the pick of two different people. Every one of the pieces could have easily right now could be in a lowbrow art magazine or something like that. They did such a great job.
Yeah, they did. So I was really proud of them all, and it's so exciting for them, I think, to enter their stuff in and then, get the phone call, because before we left, we were presenting them with the awards, and Sam called to the classroom after we gave them our picks, and I'm like, hey, can you send so-and-so down to the media center? And they come walking down like, what's going on? Like,
what is this for?
Like they had to have known.
Idea.
Yeah. But they were super excited to win and be recognized for
who else
talent.
is on? Because I'm seeing comments flooding in.
I know, we have a ton.
Folks, this is the best part of Sketchy Live, is keep them comments coming.
I love it.
Yes.
Robert Shane said Texas isn't really a snowy place, to be honest. I know. So it's not likely you would get snow, but enjoy it while you have it. Russ Randall, hey, from Waterton, New York. It's a typical winter. Sorry our weather got drunk and stumbled your way. Paul Marziani said, agree. That's why we moved from Philly. So, yep, that's why he's down here.
Get out.
Glenn said, sorry I didn't make it to Portillo's on Friday.
It's all right.
Missed you.
Yeah, we missed you, but it was
a fun time. Oh my God, that place. That's another thing we're going to talk about, because that place was awesome. Diane said 5 degrees in Illinois. Very windy. Yeah, chilly. Ron said 20 minutes from Horseheads, New York. I saw a squirrel with snow pants. Wonder if he was trying to keep his nuts warm. Thomas Estrada.
What's up, Thomas Estrada? You were part of the teach-in, just to let you know.
Yes.
You were part of the subject matter of some of my slides.
You were on one of the slides.
Yeah. And every kid knew exactly those movies that we described that you had worked on.
Yep.
And they were all like, oh my God.
You know him?
No, well, it wasn't even that. It was like, oh my God.
Yeah. It was pretty cool. Glenn said Sam was late.
Yeah.
He said, yeah, I was. That's okay. Tom said 32 and dry in Salt Lake City.
Nice. Okay. 32 still chilly. Chilean.
We've got George Bennett. Hello. What's from up, George? And Hot Rod's Motorcycle Awareness and Suicide Prevention Foundation. Welcome, as always. Chris Smolinski. Hello, kids. Very cold here in Detroit. Yes. Well, it better warm the heck up, because we are going to be there in just a few weeks.
Rock City.
Glenn said Ocoee Middle School is awesome. Been going for a long time.
Yeah. Great kids.
George Bennett said Autorama this year.
Yes.
Heck yes, we will be there. Paul Marziani said, any photos of the artwork? Yes, we did take.
You took photos?
I didn't take photos of the whole thing, but we took photos of the winners.
I was we missed on so many things.
I know.
I just want to point that out, because we didn't. And
yeah, we probably should have taken.
Yeah.
Photo. Maybe Sam can send them to us. He probably still has.
I was a smidgen busy, but
I was also busy. Anyways,
like a presentation.
So, as far as the car part goes,
somebody else to take pictures.
As far as the car part goes, how did things go outside? Were people digging
the car part?
Digging rows outsid the
car show? There was a lot of comments about Rose. The kids were all like, what year is this? And oh my gosh, it's so old. And the funny the best comments where they would walk up to, because the hood's off, and they're like, where's the engine?
Where's the engine? You mean where's the hood?
No, where's the engine?
How did they not see the engine if the hood's off?
Because it's little tiny engine compared to the other cars that were there with the giant engines in them.
Gotcha.
They were like, where's the engine?
And you were like, it's right there.
It's right there. I pulled it right out of my lawnmower.
Shaggy LeBlanc.
What's up, Shaggy?
Welcome, sir.
Welcome,
we will see you in just a few weeks.
Yes, we will. We can't wait to see him, pal.
So after the teaching part, the teach-in part, and then after the final.
Well, the teaching, let's excuse me. The teaching, you said you had some comments about the teaching part too. We don't have to get into all the next to the next, and then so we don't have to come back. So yeah. The teaching part was interesting. It was really cool, because again, the big driving force of what changed my presentation, when I was talking to the librarian and the principal, they were like, the kids of this age, 6th, 7th, 8th graders, that they are so far detached from thinking about the future, and any of them that you do talk to, their thoughts are there's no way I can go to college, or some of them families probably can't afford to send them to college. So like I don't even know what I'm going to do. I just don't even know if I want to do anything, because that's kind of sadly sometimes that generation feels, because we haven't made the skill sets of other things available. In school we've taken so many things away to make it easier and more friendly, I guess, less challenging. Everybody's at an equal playing field. That all the things that could drive a kid, like when we were young, to want to be something, I don't think it's all their fault. I think a lot of whatever we've done as a society to try to make things easier, we've taken the idea of dreaming away, because now they just dream of things that are absolutely impossible, and they want to get something handed to them, not earn something. So that was the part that the teacher was like, can you really drive home the idea that you don't have to necessarily go to college to have some sort of a career,
but you do need to do something.
But you got, and that they need to pick, even if it's, not specifically their passion and dream, they got to figure out something to know what to do when they get out of school, that there will be a decision that has to be made. You can't just go, I don't want to do anything.
You can't live with your parents forever.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So
that changed some of where I started in the way I was talking about, my own personal journey and
your own personal journey did not include college. So it was, I thought,
it did,
a great example.
It did, but it didn't. And I hope the way I spoke about it was a truth, because I told the truth.
Right. So it was basically showing them the progression of his journey from being a young kid like them to now where he's at, and having to take off so many years because, as you put it in your slides, life got in the way.
Yeah. I mean, that's really legitimately what happened. Is I went to, I had these dreams of grandeur of being a creative art person, and other stuff too, just creative. And, I took, like I was telling the kids, I took drama in school, and I thought, when I went to college, I was going to be an actor. I'd gone to our local junior college, had one of the nation's best acting schools in it. And I was like, I'm going to go there. I'm going to get in TVs and movies, and that's going to be my career, because I'd done so well doing it in high school, and I got put in that by accident. When my mom and dad moved from California to Vermont to try to get out of California, and then I came back, all my classes were all screwed up. Like, I came in the middle, almost like not the middle of the year, but like at the beginning, where everybody already had their electives. So the only elective that had a free spot was drama, and I got stuck in it because that's all that was left. Mm-hmm. And so when I heard that, I was like, oh, drama. And then I showed up my first day of class, and it's me and like 15 other girls. 15 girls. It was me. Maybe there was one more guy. You know what I mean? It was drama class. So it was one more guy. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Sort of, kind of.
And 15 girls, or however many would fill a class, and myself. And so immediately the teacher was like, well, whatever play we do or whatever readings we're doing,
you're the guy.
You're the lead guy. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I had to learn quick on like how to read better and memorize. Like suddenly I learned that I could memorize lines and different things. And then I remember we this is so far away from what we're talking about, but
it really is.
But it goes to what we're talking about, which is that was
it was your plan to move forward with that.
Yeah. And then
it didn't happen.
And that didn't happen either.
But then it kind of did.
But right. And that's what I told the kids, is like all these dreams I had, like I wanted to be a musician, and that was starting to happen. And then that fell apart. And then just all these things of ideas of what I wanted to be and do all got put on hold because I was trying to be an adult and have raise a family and take care of my responsibilities and have a job and all those kinds of things. And then, years later, opportunities start happening, and I start kind of working my passion. And then opportunities start happening off of me working my passion and going for it and trying. And the biggest message I was giving the kids is that every opportunity I had of a new thing I was trying to learn, one, I had to teach myself how to do it. And then the secondary part is anybody that was in that field that I would ask for help would either give me crap or tell me I was doing it wrong. Like, for instance, when I started digital art in the midst of all these other artists that were drawing regular pencil and pen in the car culture, all of them made fun of me and told me I was foolish for doing digital art and I was cheating using a computer. Now all those guys do digital, but they were talking crap to me back then. And I was like, you know what? And it's what I told the kids, you know what? Not only am I now going to learn how to do digital art the best I know how to do it, I'm also going to learn how to do the art that you do and try to do it the best way I can be. And then I'm going to become a multi-faceted artist, so I can do all kinds of different stuff where you'll be pigeonholed to you're a master at it and you're the best and you've got a name, but I'm going to make sure I'm going to be able to do everything and more.
It was definitely a call to action for the kids, which was find what you want to do, find your voice, find your style, find your passion, and go for it. And the underlying message and what you said several times throughout the presentation, and then at the end, was don't give up. You may have to put it on hold. It may become a plan B at some point, but you never give up. You always can revisit it, especially with creative stuff, because it's just you. It's just you being you.
Yep. Never give up, and also expect to fail a lot.
Yeah.
And it's okay to fail at things.
Right.
And that's something I think kids of this generation too struggle with.
Yeah.
They don't want to try because they don't want to fail. You know, because I know with our own kids, we've experienced where they've tried to go easier routes so there wouldn't be a chance that it could go wrong. When the reality is that it's okay for it to go wrong. That's how you learn stuff sometimes. Right. Or that's how you get stronger in things, because you learn it, especially if you can learn from those mistakes. And that's what I kept telling him is you're going to fail at stuff. And then there was other things. I was like, what are you passionate about? And would ask them. Like there were some kids. I'm like, what do you do? And they, oh, I do photography. And I'm like, what do you take photos of? And they're like, oh, I do this. I do. I'm like, oh, well, are you showing people? Are you making it available? Have you tried to sell any of that stuff yet? They're like, I'm in 6th grade. Why would I do that? I'm like, because you can. You live in a time and a space now where you could take the creative things that you do and put it out there and make a few bucks. In 6th grade, you could have a thriving art business because you're just making it available for people. So
it was a boost in their confidence level, I think. A lot of them came up after the presentation to show you some of their work, which I thought was so cool.
That was the best.
Yeah. And they really wanted you to see it. And
yes.
And then you gave them just like some pointers, and you just built them up and made them feel good about what they
also
were doing.
What was great is the art teacher participated. She had questions for me too, which was cool.
All the kids had questions. There were hands going up left and
hopefully
right.
Too, because I tried to make sure I spoke about her. Here's her, she's an artist. She's amazing. I've seen her art. It's really great. And that, she's decided as a career to also teach art, to make sure that new generations will find their voice and their passion in art. And I said, and here's your teacher making a career out of that while she still goes after her other stuff, which you and I talked to her in the break, and she's like had to put some of her personal art on hold because the teaching thing is taking up more time than she thought. But I heard it in her voice too, which is she still has a drive to do it and still wants to do her own stuff. But she's like, this is what I'm doing right now. I just got to make sure I hone my skills here and there.
And the kids just had a ton of questions, and it was so funny because it was a lot about finances, because you were talking about, look, I started making money and I started doing this, and because they were like
honest about it too.
Yeah, but that's their driving force, right? How am I going to get this to work? This is what I love to do. How am I going to get this to work to where I can make money? And you shared, look, I was, 40 years old before this started really doing anything for me. So it was just such a really cool day. I loved the class participation and how excited the kids were. And I think you got really good feedback from the kids just in them approaching you. I mean, you were doing autographs for some of the kids.
That was the part that was crazy too. They were like coming up with sheets of paper that they had ripped out of their folders.
Like literally half a sheet of uneven paper. Can you sign this?
Would you sign this? And I'm like, hold on, let me get you something cool to sign. So we signed stuff too, which was neat. And just, again, and there were other kids that remember me from last year. They were like, hey, Mr. Jalopy.
Or they were like, do you remember me?
Yeah. Of course. Because it was, it was great. It was a great experience. Again, Sam, Metro, thank you for making that available.
And we're going to go into detail about what happened next. But
please send my gratitude to the staff there at your school. How
maybe we should do a thank you card.
Yeah, for sure. just so grateful for the opportunity to talk about my story. And it was neat to be able to share, because here's what happened for me at the end of 5 teachings. I went, holy cow, I've had so many opportunities, and I didn't touch all of them.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't talk about all the opportunities that this art thing has done for me. But there's been so many things that have happened and people we've met from, little Johnny. And that was the part I shared, who just wanted to learn how to draw the Batmobile and just wanted to be Batman. It turned into, this.
Right.
So it's crazy.
All right, let me catch up on comments here. So Glenn said Rose is fantastic.
Thanks.
We love her.
We're going to get her even better.
We've got Tuner Beans.
What's up, Tuner Beans?
Johnny, I remember meeting you for the second time last week.
Nice.
Maybe somebody from one of the car clubs.
Well, we're glad to see you.
Wait, which school is he talking about? Ocoee Middle School is
Ocoee Middle School.
Hot Rod Sam said, I agree. Rose looks better now that she's gotten an altitude adjustment and hoodless. Ron Messmer said, I'm going to be doing a cartoon comic model car group build on my YouTube channel.
Nice.
Glenn's Models is my co-sponsor. Would like you to co-sponsor. No cost, just free recognition. Oh, well, you'll have to message us some details.
Yeah, message me up. We'll try to help however we can.
Thomas Estrada said 20 plus years in animation, Disney, DreamWorks, WB, zero college, but a ton of hard work.
Well, yeah, that's right, my friend.
There's another great example of how stuff can work out. You know what? When you really put your
work
mind
hard.
to something.
Yeah.
Robert Shane said, so cool you got to try to mentor them. You're right about the schools taking away all the trade teachings. Glenn said Ocoee Middle School, Florida. If you're reading chat, Johnny, I'm the art kid that was talking about my singing monsters.
Oh, yes. Hey.
Okay.
Yes. Well, welcome to the show.
Glad you're tuning in.
This is so cool.
There's one of the, so then he can tell you.
Look, there's a student right there that was so cool. Yes.
Glenn said, you guys are awesome for driving to Claremont and supporting the students, and Sam, who has made a career teaching his students. Yeah, and they adore him. They love Mr. Metro. And we could totally see that.
Yes.
And then Tuner Bean said, art teacher mention. Paul Marziani said, do what you like. The money will come.
I feel stupid. Yes. I can't remember her name. She had a really cool name too.
I know. I don't remember.
Oh, Sam, please.
We're so bad.
Do you remember the art teacher's name?
Her first name or Mrs. or Miss? It was Miss.
Whatever.
I think it's Miss. Sam said, actually, thank you for all you've done for us. You both are so generous with your time, your art, and your influence. Well, it was a pleasure to hang out with you guys. Richard Hahn said, hey, got here late. Well, you were right on time, sir. Told you I would find you on social media, he said.
So glad you're here, my friend. So glad you're here. That's so cool.
Yes. So then after the whole school thing, we ride back to Sam's house and hang out. Oh, Miss Dominguez. That's right. The art teacher.
Yes. Okay.
She's awesome.
What was her first name though?
Oh, see, I only knew Miss Dominguez.
No, she said her first name and it's a really cool first name.
I don't know.
I can't remember. Sweet. Just a sweet lady.
She was.
Yeah.
She is. So we went back to, we went back to Sam's for a little bit just to kind of relax and kind of regroup. And then we met up.
Oh yeah, we did. Okay. Yeah.
Portillo's. It was.
Yeah, you tried to spell it with me today as Portillo's. It's O's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was so yummy. It was burgers. It was what'd you get? Some kind of shaved beef.
An Italian beef sandwich that was just
so good.
Delicious. And then
the fries
were great.
Unhinged.
I had a Chicago dog as well. I ate way too much, but it was so good.
But
of course the other car dudes showed up.
Yeah, and there were a few other
little
cars
impromptu,
there.
A little cruising thing, which was very, very cool.
Yeah.
So yeah,
we did that, had fun. That was Saturday, or I'm sorry, Friday. Got up Saturday morning, and Sam and his wife Marisol opened up their home to us and allowed us to stay there, which was amazing. And we wake up to the smell of breakfast cooking.
Yeah.
made this phenomenal breakfast, and
Yeah.
probably the best breakfast I've had in quite some time.
Yeah.
It was so good.
It was.
And
I like it. Yeah. Like every 5 minutes, I'd be like, man, that was good.
it was good.
Man, that was
I
good.
know it was so
good. I like had two helpings of it.
Yes.
And theoretically could have polished off probably a third plate, really.
They did have a little bit left. I was tempted. So we had breakfast, and then we were gearing up and getting ready to go to the car show.
Yeah.
We followed Sam over to pick up because Sam was DJing, and he has this trailer, his DJ trailer with all of his equipment in it. And, you know, I don't know if, did you go inside the trailer? Did you look inside?
I looked inside of it.
He has like a
pretty sweet setup.
He has like a thing to do the tickets, you know, to pull tickets, like one of those bingo mixers. That's what I call them.
Raffle ticket mixer.
A ticket mixer. Just a really cool little trailer, but we followed him over to get it where it was parked, and it was at his buddy's house. And I'm forgetting this guy's name again too.
Everybody's names sound like Glenn.
It does.
Like everybody just like could have been a Glenn.
It could have been.
But it was
I don't know. He was the coolest guy.
Yeah.
From like, where do you say, Massachusetts?
He had a very thick New England accent.
Yes.
But
cool
such a
little
cool dude.
shop, cool projects in the shop, gave us a little tour, told us about what he was working on. Stan. Was it Stan? Stan's Hot Rod Garage.
Stan.
Is that it?
That sounds right.
That sounds right. It might have been Stan, yeah. Glenn. Very similar.
All these car guy names.
I know.
Like,
so we
good old American car guy names.
We hung out there for a little bit, but then we had to get to the show.
And just
Stan's from Maine.
Well, that's
even further
that's New
up.
England. So
oh my god.
You know what? I mean this by no disrespect. All I could think of was like he'd be like Popeye's dad.
Really?
I just something about him, like, because he looked like he could beat your ass.
You know what
he could take you down.
You know what I was thinking?
He was an older gentleman, but he was like fit, and then you could see like, yeah, you know what? He may not work out, but he could lift that engine right out of that car.
Who's the guy from Silence of the Lambs?
Really?
But no. But when he was in the movie with the Indian.
Oh.
That's who he reminded me of. Like he was just this kind older guy that was just so super handy. What's the guy's name?
The actor?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Anthony Hopkins.
Anthony Hopkins.
That's who he reminded me of.
You were thinking of the Fastest Indian as he was playing
the Fastest Indian or the Last Indian?
The Fastest Indian.
With the motorcycle.
Yeah, why would it be the Last Indian?
I don't know.
They're still making them.
Oh.
It was the Fastest Indian.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he was playing a gentleman. I forget the gentleman's name, but he was from England or
something.
Oh, he was a Kiwi.
Anyway, he reminded me that's all I could think of when he was talking to us.
Australia or something like that. Yeah.
Like you just want him to be your grandpa. Like that was.
Oh, he was just such a cool dude.
He was so nice. And I appreciated him taking the time to show us around.
You could tell like that guy was a genius.
Oh, yeah. Super smart guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Again,
making all of his own parts and his own metal
every
stuff.
Single time Sam would introduce us to somebody, we talked to him for 5 or 10 minutes, and then they tell us a little bit of who they were. I go, this guy has got like the best network
for sure
of automotive hot rod guys.
But like we were talking about, why is that?
Well, because Sam's a good dude he's a solid person.
He helps people.
Yeah.
He's giving and he's fair when he does his deals. He's
surrounded himself around really good people too that just happen to be super knowledgeable.
Yeah.
And very, very good at and smart at what they do. So
Sam's also been doing these car shows in that area.
Well, and Sam's been doing car stuff for a long time too. So he also knows a lot of stuff.
He knows a lot of people in that area, and
but it's just it's pretty darn amazing the contacts in the circle of fellas that he's got and gals too that
and here's the crazy thing,
he knows
he's only been in this area for a short period of time, I thought. No, I guess he has
since he was a kid. He lived in Miami.
But down south.
Still
I guess
still the area,
still Florida. Ron said, going to check with my Boy Scouts to see if they do Pinewood Derby.
Ooh.
Like I did your inspire me. Oh, I want to. He said, you inspired me to find a venue to teach my 3-dimension art. Oh, that would be cool.
Oh, yeah.
Get tuner beans in the club. Glenn said, what club? Classic Irons. Stan's Hot Rod Garage. Stan's from Maine. Yep. We are all cool, Glenn says. Hubcap Dylan joining us. Good evening, Sketchy Duo. Tuner Bean said, canceling Johnny Boy because he said ass, Twitter user. Stanley is a GM genius.
Yeah.
That's where he's from. 18 years in Claremont, Sam said. Oh, so
there's a lot of knowledge in different things. And that was the thing too. Like all of them have their specific thing that they know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But some great advice too, because Stan was very much, the first thing he asked me is, what are you going to do with this thing? I'm like, I don't really know. He goes, can I give you a piece of advice? I'm like, yeah. He goes, do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I understand that. And that's what I'm trying to do. But, I'm also a person who gathers information. And I like to seek info. And, if I can get knowledge from a lot of people, then I can make a solid decision on the best way to go. Because I'm in no hurry to do it wrong.
Right.
I'd rather take a little bit of time and do it right.
You're a brain picker.
A good decision that way.
You're a brain picker.
I think that because that comes from, I'm a big dreamer and have for a long time dreamed about things and tried to make things happen, and they all fall apart. Where what I've learned over the course of the last few years is the more time I spend taking my time and being patient, long suffering, if you will, biblically speaking, the more things work out better because I'm not rushing into something, and that opens opportunities for people to give information, share knowledge, offer help, which I'm trying to be better at taking help now.
Yes.
And that's the pickle I'm in, is the circle of fellas that I'm around up here. They have a viewpoint as well of specific things. Mm-hmm. And so, it kind of helps gearing myself towards their suggestions because they know about that stuff and I don't know about either.
Right.
So I'm trying to make good.
We're figuring it out.
But at the same time, there was a lot of other people threw some ideas. I'm like, ooh, I never really thought about that. That's a possibility. I've seen them. Like someone had mentioned, in the Model A, putting just a small, like a V6. Mm-hmm. And he was talking about a gentleman who drove all over the USA with his Model A that way. He got great gas mileage and it was easy to work on. And I'm like,
Thinking things through. Wheels are turning. So fast forward to Lake Eustis, and we finally make it to the show. We get set up. We have all of our stuff set up. We got our merchandise out. Stan. See now I'm saying Stan. Don't spit. Are you gonna spit?
Everybody will be named Stan.
Well, Sam.
Sorry, Glenn. We've moved on to Stan. Just keep the camera on yourself. That's hilarious. Reginald, what's going on, my friend?
Oh my God.
Yeah, Hot Rod Sam
said
4-banger turbo SVO motor. Go ahead.
So I was going to say, Sam was in his booth doing his. Are you laughing and crying?
No, I just can't see out of my right eye or left eye.
I can't see it all. So Sam was doing the music. Fantastic job. Played my song, Brown Eyed Girl, that I asked him to play. I think he did let you down, though.
Multiple times. Multiple times, unfortunately. Didn't have my songs.
There were some songs he didn't have, but he's going to get them ready for next time. Oh, my gosh. Anyhow. Oh, my eyes are burning. I can't go back to us.
It's hilarious.
No, it's not.
Come on, read the comments.
I can't read.
Come on. This is not professional.
I'm sorry. I need
all you said was Troy.
Do you have something?
Yeah. It's probably got dog hair all over it.
Oh, I don't care at this point.
So we went to Sam's and he played music.
We were at the show at this point. Get everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. We went with Sam and he was playing music. And he played Brown Eyed Girl.
He did.
And then the next thing you know, the show was over.
No, there were so many cool cars there. You had a chance to
walk
walk
God,
around.
Holy cow. He had said there'd be maybe, 50, 60 cars, and it felt like there was like 200 cars
there. Was 200, I think.
And it was what a collection of from like high end hot rods all the way down to like super classic, Model A's, and there was a guy with a mini truck there. There was a dude with a custom a lead sled that he was working on kind of in the midst of building, which was really great. But then you had muscle cars and hot rods and then street rods. And I mean, it was all there. It was trucks and, 4-wheel drives and non-4-wheel drives. And it was a great, and everybody was getting along. Everybody was gathered together and was just, talking their stuff.
Such a cool venue too.
Yeah, right on the lake, and
like
it was
in a park.
On the grass. It was so cool.
And there was like this winding
little town
road. Well, it wasn't really road. It was like a big, very wide sidewalk.
They call it a sidewalk. They call it a sidewalk, a path. They call it maybe a park path.
Anyways, so cars were on either side of that.
These crazy things.
They left that open. So
what was wild, not only did they have the crazy path thing you talked about, they had these like things growing out of the ground for shade.
Trees.
They had trees. They were trees,
if you will.
And then they had a bathroom and a fountain and a lake.
And it was right next to a little area where the kids played, but they had it kind of blocked off so that we weren't over top of each other. But it was in this little downtown area as well. And there were like little shops and restaurants and stuff like that. I really want to go back just to go back.
Yeah, it was cool.
And visit the area,
cool area
and see it and really get to walk around, because we didn't really get to walk around the downtown. Well, you did when you were parking the car. You got to see a little bit more than I did. I didn't leave the park.
I parked the car and then I came back and you're like, I sure could use some potato chips or a drink or something.
I wanted chips. I didn't need a drink. I just wanted chips.
So I walked around everywhere and nobody had any chips.
Sam found them for me.
At a restaurant. Because I was looking for, because I knew if I came with a small bag of chips, I wasn't going to hear the end of it. So I didn't bring those.
They were wonderful. But it was such a neat show. We met so many cool people. And Phil Pearson and his son Ben came and got to hang out with us at the booth for a little bit. And I think you hooked him up with some stuff. And
they bought some.
They did buy some stuff, and it was just such a neat day. It was a beautiful day, beautiful area. We had the best time. We were surrounded by the best people. We would totally do it again. Sam said 212 registered cars, but closer to 240 or so.
Yeah, it was.
Some of them just rolled in.
And everybody stayed till the end, the very last part. And the people that put on the show, phenomenal job. We're very well organized. For as many cars that were parked as close as they were, and with all the obstacles and different things, and some height issues as far as getting up onto the grass area.
Yeah.
They had some already prepared, blocks of wood for the lower cars to come up on it. And again, they just let people park where they needed to park as long as we weren't on the actual path itself. And everybody seemed like they just got along really well. I didn't hear anybody complain.
No.
A single word of like negativity about anytime you go, you're like, oh, it was kind of windy and the weather and blah blah blah.
No, it was a perfect day.
So like everything and just was well put together.
Yeah.
Smoothly everybody came in and everybody left. Super smooth.
Everybody left really smoothly. I can't believe how fast it cleared out, honestly,
really fast,
when it was all over. But yeah, it was a fun time.
So high five to that group that put that show on. And we hope to make it to that show or those shows again.
Well, now that we've been indicted into the club.
Indicted?
We've been asked.
Indicted?
It's the wrong word. It's the wrong word.
I think you were looking for the word.
Invited. Invited.
We were indicted.
What is wrong with me today?
I don't know.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
What's the name of your new car club?
Why can't I remember this? Classic Iron Car Club.
Right. So we were all sitting in the library towards the end as we were gathering all together. All the
at the school
folks came in, and then that's when Sam had said that I guess it was unanimously voted, which I'm sure if like 4 members said, "Hey, maybe we should ask him." I don't know how it happened.
And I'm kicking myself. I should have had on my T-shirt. They gave me a pink T-shirt. I know. It just came out of the laundry.
Yeah. I made sure just so it was ready before the show. I mean, I have mine on. But,
no, you don't. But I am very happy to be a part of it.
We're excited about it, even though we're on the West Coast and they're
that's okay
more
because
the middle coast.
There are shows that we can go to and we can get to
represent.
So
and we can represent when we're here at shows.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're non-car club list now.
Right. We've been invited.
We're members. Hey. I don't know.
Tuner Bean said Johnny is a glorious man we don't deserve, but we have anyways.
You're silly. We're appreciative to have been a part of it.
Glenn said Rose needs a V8.
Yes, Glenn is correct. Does Glenn know of any V8s available?
Glenn might. Tuner says, Johnny, listen to The Planets by Gustav Holst one day. I recommend it. Classical BT dubs.
Will do.
Sam said, I already got that. Curtis Carroll, what's happening?
What's up, Curtis?
Welcome.
Tuner
said, I remember seeing Johnny's glorious blue vehicular contraption. That sounds like something I would say.
Yeah.
Sam said inducted into the club.
Correct.
The classic car. So inducted. That would have been a good choice of words as well. Ron said car cruise ins are more fun than trophy shows.
Agreed.
I believe so.
Agreed.
Yeah. It takes all the.
It's interesting in that you're talking about that. It's interesting how different a show can be when there's trophies up for grabs, even if it's just, there was one show cruising that we used to go to all the time, and it would specifically they had only 2 trophies. It was a People's Choice one, and then the venue that was putting it on would do a choice. Like they'd pick a waitress and they'd go out and choose a car. Those I think keep it better and less feelings hurt. But when you make it like from this year to this year, it's amazing how suddenly. It just turns into a different environment.
It's a competition now.
Yeah.
We've never gone to win a trophy. Any show we've gone, any of the vehicles we've taken.
So you say that. My mindset in the beginning was never that. But then when we got one and then we started finding out there was trophies up, I would try a little harder to make impressions. Like, that's why I started trying to come up with different, like a little setup in the front and the thing. And then I just started finding myself not enjoying the show because I was so concerned about if we won or we didn't win. And then that's when I was just like personally squashed, like, this is stupid. Why am I doing that? I'm ruining my own time.
Right.
So then we started going and I could care less. And then that's when we would actually get a trophy given to us.
Yeah.
It's when we weren't trying. But yeah, listen, there's nothing against shows that do trophies because there's something to that as well. There are people that really enjoy preparing their car and getting it all shined up and winning trophies, like that Volkswagen show that we go to. There's hundreds of trophies, and there's like how many cars, so not everybody can win, and you don't want everybody to win. But
what I was happy to see at this show, this one that we did in Eustis, they had their 50-50, which everybody always lines up to win, because that's half of it goes to whatever the thing is, and then half of it goes to the person who wins. And then they also had just somebody sponsored giveaways for everybody. And people were winning $50.
Well, that was part of the 50-50.
No. Really?
Yeah. So what they did is they did a 50-50 and they broke that 50-50 up into $50 increments. If you were listening to the DJ.
They did 2 drawings.
If you were listening to the DJ, they did one where they broke it up into a $50 one. And then they had what was left.
No, that's not how I understood it.
That doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Anyways, but in those, like, everybody waited until the end. So it helps to do something that people have to wait for. So everybody's not trying to leave, 2 hours before the show. Yeah. The $300 was separate from the 50-50, like I said. So maybe you needed to listen to the DJ because it was different.
Okay.
Yes. So that's what I'm saying. They had two different things and people had 2 different tickets.
But what you don't understand is the 50 was separate.
What are you talking about?
Separate $50 bills into 6
It was
times 60.
six $50 bill. Yes,
Yeah,
out
like
of
I
the
said,
300, but
that's
that was separate from the
that's what I
50-50.
but that's what I had said. There was 6 50s that were separate
But
from
you
the
said it
6.
was the 50-50.
They were 50-50 with
They
the separate.
weren't 50-50.
They were separate of the there was a 50.
Oh my God.
There were 2 50s that were 50.
Ron says model contest versus display shows are the same. 6 times $50 bills. Yes, Sam.
Right.
I know what you're
like
saying.
I just said.
Johnny's a little confused.
No, that's what I said.
But when there's something like that that's done, it keeps people there to the end, so that way the show can everybody can leave at the same time. There were a few cars that rolled out a little early. People have stuff to do.
Sure.
I get it, but most of the cars stayed. I thought
most of them did.
We're going off the rails here, guys.
Yeah.
And then after it was all said and done, we packed up, super easy, headed home.
I love how you tell this like it's a story.
Because it was just such a fun weekend.
It was a fun weekend.
And then we had a day of rest yesterday. Back at it today. So, Johnny, what'd you do today?
Wow. Throw me on the spot. I worked on art and stuff.
What did you go pick up today?
Hey, Kona's back in town.
What? Woo!
Yeah. So our Volkswagen pickup truck custom is back home. You know what's neat was when you haven't seen it for a long time, and then as I walked into the shop and I saw it sitting next to this. It was a slant, not a square back, slant back. Notchback is what they call it. Notchback? Yeah. And it's sitting next to that, really nice one too. And it's sitting next to it and it sits so much lower than even that. And it just looked all sinister. It's just sitting over in the corner like, what do you want? It was just so cool. And I'm going, the vision I had for it, with the chopped roof and everything, just from a distance, walking up to it, is exactly what I wanted it to look like, which is it looked mean just sitting there. It's little yellow eyes looking at you like, what do you want? So so Dave Perry was the gentleman that worked on my car, our local Volkswagen guru guy here. Very good dude, great mechanic, very knowledgeable in Volkswagens and fabrication and building hot rods too. Mm-hmm. So he's got a huge knowledge in that. So I thank him, and he did me right, and he took care of all my issues, and straight up with me on some other things that it probably could use or some things to look out for.
Are we roadworthy?
That's we are roadworthy. I still got to start, but here's the thing: it did. So this time away from it, not looking at it, and then I look at it. There's some things there's some visual stuff I want to change again now.
Here we go.
That I can see that I'm like, these need to be different.
Okay.
Which is, I've dealt with the fact that the front, the side, the wheel size, tire and wheel sizes, I've always just dealt with the back being what it is. It needs to be bigger. It needs to be bigger and wider so it'll look more cartoonish. And so I'm going to start looking for a different set of rear tires and wheels.
On the lookout.
And then in the meantime, I'm also going to start, after seeing this guy's, that lead sled that was there and the ideas that he used for his interior, gave me great ideas of like, wow, here's a low budget way of building a custom interior, of something that sits really low and easy to get in and out of. So he used pontoon boat seats, real nice custom ones that swivel. And not that, old customs used to do that trick all the time, the swivel seats. And I'm like, man, that would work so good in Kona. Sweet seats that swivel out so you can get out because of how low it sits. So yeah, that's another thing I'm gonna start looking for. How can we do different seating in there and get it more comfortable inside? And then I gotta fix that other side door. Looking at some of the cars that we saw through the weekend, some ideas for a rear window for sure have happened.
Yes.
So we can have a back window in it.
At Stan's garage, we saw.
Yes. And then, window. Yeah, that he had made.
Yeah.
That whole interior. That's another seeing his interior in that one truck that he built all by scratch. I was like, man.
By Stan, actually.
By Stan, yeah. I was like, man, I'm so close to that already of some of the things I did into the interior before. It's just a couple of sheets that need to be manipulated and stuff. So I've got some manipulating to do inside of Kona, so that's cool. And we're still heading in on the Rose project, collecting the items.
Yeah.
Here's the thing that I wanted to talk about this whole weekend too.
Yeah.
We did a terrible job of doing. We didn't film any of it.
I did.
You filmed it?
I did some videos, yeah.
Like, we should have filmed us leaving. We should have filmed us driving there. We should have filmed us talking about it. We should have filmed. There should have been multiple times we were filming.
Okay, well,
like legitimate. And I'm not putting the story. I'm saying where I should have had a camera out to and filming different things.
Because I was just going to say,
so it could have been the collaboration of content. But I also can't drive and film either.
Right. So for me to film it, it's just. I would like to use this same capability through StreamYard and record it.
No, it just needs to be on your phone, and then you just send me the film parts so I can take it and put it all together to edit it.
Oh,
it's not gonna be live. That's the thing we got to get away from thinking. Like, we do this live and we do everything else live. We've got to start filming little, like I did today when I picked up Kona. I filmed. I made sure today I didn't waste like I did when I went to look for the motor the other day. I filmed this awesome. Going to search for a 302 motor, go in there, stopping to get coffee, gas, to the whole thing. I get to the place, and it would have been a great story because it all fell apart. And what was said that I was supposed to get, I wasn't there. And then I talked to a guy, and it was just a great conversation about cars and drag racing. And I should have filmed all that. Me leaving, that it was, bummer. It would have been a great story for YouTube in our content, but right. I didn't finish it. So I have a awesome beginning and no ending. So then this thing, like the weekend, we should have had all that, every ounce of it should have been documented, and we didn't document any of it other than pictures.
I did some video in the school,
and we did a horrible job of and no offense, but even those weren't particularly great. But what I'm saying is there were specific, like, grabbing content that's usable content. We didn't do that. So today I tried to do it, and it probably isn't great either, because I noticed myself filming the way I hate filming, the way you film. And I was like, damn it. So
he wants me to do it, but then he's going to complain about how
I'm not complaining. There's also a way to learn to do things. So that's something I thought about as we're prepping for tonight's show to talk about all this, is that we didn't film.
Yeah,
we failed in that regard, which is
we failed.
We want to create content and do new, because we talked about that for 2026, creating new content. And we had an awesome we had so much stuff happen this weekend that would have made great multiples. And we were so, but this is the people that we are. We're so about being in the moment.
Yep.
So here's where we're not great content creators, because we live in the moment of what we're doing, guys, versus filming it for sharing and stuff like that. So you're stuck with just hearing us talk about it.
Hey, Dale Renner, how are you? Land O'Lakes checking in. He said,
"What's up, Dale?"
Sam's pretty excited that Cohen is back. I think somebody over here is even more excited.
I'm excited. There's stuff I got to get done to it, but I'm excited to have it home and have it where it's drivable, because the motor that was the bummer part. I had all the motor work stuff done to it, and it was running really good. And then the few times I took it out to drive it, the steering was just garbage.
Yeah.
And I kept saying, God, I really need to get this fixed. And it kept getting worse and worse and worse, to the point it was really bad. And then it just sat.
Where it became unsafe.
Yeah, where I was like, well, not only unsafe, but undrivable.
Yeah.
It had locked up so bad that I couldn't, like when I took it to go get it fixed, that was a bear to get it to steer up onto the trailer and to even make the turn to get out of the driveway and over towards the trailer. I thought things were going to snap off. And so
not good.
It was nice to get in it today when I was steering with one hand, turning the wheel as I was filming, and I was going, whoa, this is odd. Usually I'm over there
and
really
shaking.
Yeah. And there's tons of play in the steering wheel. That was the thing that was nice too. There's like no play in the steering wheel.
Well, it's repaired.
Yes, it's a brand new steering box, not a rebuilt one. It's a brand new one.
Glenn said, God bless Johnny and Nitty B. Next time we need to go to church on Sunday. We'd love that.
Yes.
We would love that.
Please.
Curtis Carroll said, can't wait till summer. Sick of this freezing weather. It's negative 20 in Duluth, Minnesota.
Oh my gosh. Get out of
Yikes.
Minnesota.
Paul Marziani said he's glad Cone is back. He said you need someone else with you shooting videos. I know.
Yeah, when it is tough because again, Itty B is also a character in our show. So
a character.
Well, you are. If you look at this as a show, which is what it is. Johnny Jalopy is a character. Itty B is a character. So for one of us two to be filming it, it makes it a little difficult because because again, we're so immersed in the moments that we're experiencing. That's like when we went to stand, I wasn't thinking 1 ounce of filming any of that.
I actually was going to take some photos, and I thought it would be disrespectful because it's somebody else's garage.
Right.
I didn't want to.
And that was the thing too. But it wasn't. See, but even our old mentality is to shoot photos. You can't. That's not creating content. That's sharing photos,
right?
Which is great. But the actual video that we could turn into a story is what we have to get, which is us driving to it, walking up, like filming him saying like that whole interaction. If I'd have had my camera out, which again would have been rude, here he comes to greet me and meet me, shake my hand for the first time, and I've got a camera shoved in his face. Hey man, I'm going to film this.
Right.
But what he said would have made an amazing content video.
I heard it. I know.
It would have been so good because it was great advice and it was sincere and was solid. And even everything he talked about inside his shop. And then when we were all talking about stuff and the things he was sharing about what he had built and made, I mean, that could have been a whole video just of him.
I mean, and I guess we could have asked him, hey, would it be okay?
Right.
Yeah. Frank Bogan said, hammer down, checking in 916 Sacktown.
What's going on?
Cam said, can't wait to ride in Kona again.
Yes. We need to get you to drive it.
And the Evans said, it's a learning thing.
It is a learning thing.
If we could just take Mary Evans, stick her in our pocket, she can come along with us. Curtis Carroll said, right, I'm about to leave. Winter sucks.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. All right, guys. Anything else?
Oh, hour 7.
Yeah. Anything else you want to share?
That was the main stuff. And let's leave you with this. And we'd love to hear your comments next Monday.
Mm-hmm.
So this is my leave the class with a class project.
Oh, this is news to me.
Yeah, I'm trying to create interaction.
Some buzz.
As our so over the course of this last few years, can anybody describe or what would they describe as the most exciting vehicle that's been released?
Ever?
In the last few years. Really?
Like newer models?
Think about
stuff?
Is there anything that made you go, man? Because for me, Johnny's opinion, and this is my opinion, is
careful.
Can we get the auto manufacturers to stop building SUVs and start creating something exciting?
Oh my gosh, we were just talking about that yesterday.
I know. That's why I'm talking about it right now. So that's what I'd like to hear from you next week is your comments on that. This is going to be a topic of discussion next week. Is anybody else on board with me that the automakers, I'm so over the SUV. I'm so over it. Like, we got this cool Magnum wagon, and that's way more exciting than an SUV. It's so much different. And I know it's a nod back to a wagon, but hey, maybe that's what they need to do. Is maybe bring back a wagon or do something. I'm over the minivan and the SUV. I'm just over it. And to be honest, and tell me if I'm wrong, folks, even our pickup trucks have gotten boring. So other than
controversy.
So other than the Mustang and the Corvette, like I just saw some renderings of the new Dodge concept car that's supposed to destroy the Corvette and the Mustang. I just hope they build it, because the specs and the things I've seen of pictures, it looks amazingly nasty and just gnarly. But it's still gearing towards even the Corvette, where it's the supercar thing, which is unattainable for you and me.
Right.
When are the auto manufacturers going to build something exciting for us? What's the last exciting thing?
Well, if you ask the auto
built for
manufacturers, they're going to say every release is exciting.
Listen, you go back to the 60s and 70s when they were releasing, you know, and I know this is not in the era of the time I love in cars, but I tell you what, it was the last of the exciting times, which there were multiple platforms in each. Chevrolet had multiple like muscle car-ish kind of things, or Ford had, you know, different things. Dodge had different things, to where you had some things to get excited about. And that was the question. What is the last thing any of us went? And, you know, I just saw a commercial for the newest. It's the newest Acura blah, blah, blah SUV, 500 and blah, the horsepower and all that. And I'm just going, you can throw 1,000 horsepower at an SUV. It's still an SUV. What's exciting about it? It's a big giant box.
I guess people are taking stuff along with them everywhere.
So, I know it's EPA, all that kind of stuff. I get all that stuff, but come on, auto manufacturers. You've got amazing designers out there that have come up with really cool ideas. Someone take the chance and roll the dice and make something cool. Because what's the last cool thing that got made?
In your opinion, what was it? Or are we going to talk about that next week?
The last most exciting cool thing was what was right at the beginning of the retro stuff, when they were like, oh, the Mustang's coming back in a different look.
What about the Firebird?
They got rid of it.
The Smokey and the Bandit Firebird.
When was that? Late 70s. Up into the 80s, they made the you know, but it was a smaller version because of a gas economy and all that stuff took all the excitement away from it. Maybe like the Ford Lightning truck, like it was this crazy race truck kind of thing, or the Dodge Viper truck. I'm just trying to think of like, what is the last.
Gordon said,
you know, Dodge
Prowler, Viper, Challenger, Mustang, Camaros. They're all muscle cars though. Like some would say the Tesla is
boring
because you think it's boring.
Boring. What is cool about it?
I guess some of the sci-fi features.
No, what? Okay, you throwing a giant touchscreen in it and that makes it cool.
I don't know.
I got a big.
I don't
screen.
know enough about.
I can sit in my living room and I can have a big giant screen. Why is screen the most exciting part of it? That's what I'm saying. Where's the visceral excitement? Like, think about this. When's the last time, other than the Mustang, the Charger, and what else?
Challenger.
The Challenger, not the Charger, right? The Challenger. And what is Chevy? And the Camaro. Other than for America.
Corvette.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to not throw. That has really become not a attainable. That's become a supercar. Really, they're building supercars now, which is great. Mustang's doing the same thing. They've taken the everyman's Mustang now, and they've made it like you got to have a bank account to own one of these dark horse monsters, right? And you're it's a track car kind of thing. I'm saying, like, for the everyday person, you know, like when the Mazda Miata came out, as silly as that little 2-door compact, it was still exciting. The WRX twin turbo, it was a 4-door sedan, but it was whoa, that thing's kind of fast for a little teeny car. That's what I'm saying. Something where we talk about it and go, dang. Have you seen that? That's crazy. And I'm not saying that about the new Volkswagen Passat SUV. I don't care how much horsepower you throw at it. It's an SUV. I don't care. Give me something exciting.
He's passionate about
this. Come
on. So the Kinnerys are saying that maybe drawing next week would be fun. I think so.
Yes.
So we may try and do that, and we will incorporate.
Is that the Kennery's way of saying, can you guys stop talking about things and draw something?
Yes, I think so. Paul Marziani said the Raptor truck. Ron Messmer said Australia had Utzes. We need a 4-door car truck.
Yeah.
Curtis said Tesla's the worst vehicle ever built. Tesla is fast but ugly. Paul Marciani said. Richard Hahn said, that's why I build my own.
Right.
Glenn said multiple carbs.
Mm-hmm.
Ron said pony cars. That's what NASCAR is, but that's not a stock car.
Right.
Yeah. Federal law will not allow cool cars, Paul said. Well, we've got some things to think about, guys, for next week.
Bring what your vision, like if you could see something, you're like, I would love to see this.
I would love to see your vision. Maybe that's what you work on drawing next week.
Okay.
How about we do that?
Yeah, probably not, but okay.
We bought the PT Cruiser, but we wanted more power, Gordon said. Yeah, the PT Cruisers were fun.
See, imagine, and that's again, imagine had they, and that's really what the HHR was, kind of the boosted up version of the PT Cruiser for Chevy. And that was a kind of an exciting little nod. And then what did they do with it? They stopped it. They stopped making it. Anytime they keep making stuff cool, they're like, oh, we're done. Pontiac Firebird? No.
Let's see.
GTO? No.
Let's see what lives in Johnny's head. So tune in next Monday and maybe he'll show us.
I can't draw some crazy production car because it won't work.
You can try.
I have fantasies.
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in.
Mom's trying to cut it quick.
Thanks for hearing about our fun weekend and doing car stuff finally, right? And we've got plans for next week. For next month as well, which is just a few days away. We'll be in February already, and then you'll be heading off to Oklahoma for the Starboard Show
already.
And then we'll be heading up to Michigan. And then who knows what March is going to include, because we've already been invited to some car shows. We've got the flyer for some stuff going on up in that same area where we just were. So there may be some March stuff going on, and then from there, who knows, guys?
Yeah,
who
we
may knows?
In May try to make that West Coast Customs show.
Yeah, in May. We'll see. Yeah. We shall see. So exciting stuff, guys. We appreciate all of you tuning in. We appreciate the orders. We've been getting some orders on the website. We've got, is this one up for sale? Is it for sale?
Mm-hmm.
What is that on? Canvas?
Canvas.
What size is it?
4 by 12.
Oh.
I posted it, and then someone said they were interested, and then something happened. I don't know what happened. If I lost their thing or so I'm just gonna make it available again.
All right, guys. Hit us up.
Acrylic on canvas.
Nice. Are you giving a price?
Make me an offer.
Oh. No offer refused. No. No reasonable offer refused. Okay. Perfect. All right, guys. We're going to head out and we will see you next Monday. Until then,
stay sketchy.
Have a good week, guys.
See you.